Greetings, collective. So, as you probably know, we're in the middle of a new moon happening right now, depending on your time zone. So, I felt very clear the nudge to come and pull the specific card. Well, I didn't pick the cards, but from the decks, how many, etc. And here we are. So, how epic is this? Tiger, courage and commitment. Here's the message that goes with this tiger. A master of prosperity, everything Tiger touches turns to gold. He's courageous and methodical in his approach to meet a goal, and leaps upon a solution when challenged with a problem. Tiger is a natural leader and supports others in their goals while consistently working toward meeting his own. He's satisfied with his life, enjoys peaceful place of retreat whenever he needs to unwind. Tiger is your guide in making a commitment to a long-term goal and reminds you that you can reap rewards just as he has done. Take pride in your achievements and be on the lookout for great opportunities. Keywords here are success, courage, reliability, commitment, manifestation, ambition, protection, determination, security, luxury, and reward. So how spot on is this for where we're at? And by the way, these messages are timeless, so I manifest that this will find you whenever it's meant for you. So this could be just very much in alignment with your path, but if you happen to see it right now in real time, this is kind of the message of the season. And once again, it just keeps being confirmed by so many different sources, because they're all tuning into the source who is saying, you know, to really declutter, start deciding what your goals are, break them down into actionable steps. Refer to my last video about the 10-10 manifestation guide, where you're putting yourself in the wish fulfilled as though it is so and it's coming on its way. 10 more days. You're still living in your, you know, you're still going to finish your responsibilities for the next 10 days, but like, oh my gosh, your manifestation is coming, and stay in that heightened sense of excitement and joy and relief, and exhale for 10 minutes. Try and keep your vibe up for 10 minutes, 10-10. Do, you know, maybe set an alarm every day at 10-10 to remind yourself to do this, or remind yourself to do it for 10 minutes at the end of every hour, whatever works for you. And then the next card that came out is the Star, which, look at that beautiful swan, and it's all about peace and healing. And then the next card that came out was the Chariot. You can't make this stuff up, which is representative of course, like motion, discipline and determination. So here the King of Crystals, this tiger, is saying, set your goals, choose to rest when you need it, help others while also helping yourself. The Star is significant. What's the word I'm looking for? The Star is representative of course, like talent, using your gifts. The Chariot is, of course, representative of taking you there. I'll take you there. We're gonna read it real quick. This is a rhinoceros. Charging toward his destination, rhino meets conflict head on, yet discovers new solutions along the way. Refusing to be sidetracked by obstacles, he determinedly takes on a challenge so that he may move onward and upward. With the confident spirit of Rhino entering your realm, he'll be your guide in accessing the determination needed for a successful outcome. When your energies are focused, your spirit will ignite its unlimited willpower. So this is all about self-empowerment, focus, determination, discipline, action, ambition, progress, and victory. Like, these cards are so in alignment. And then the Star, the swan, peace and healing. The tranquil guiding light of Swan brings the promise of a change for the better. She moves gracefully through the healing waters of trust, knowing that all is possible and that all can be rejuvenated. She's here to ignite the light of faith within your heart. She guides you to elevate your sights upon a bright and beautiful future, whether your destination is planned or not. After emotional upheaval comes the joy of greater health and discovering your spiritual gifts beyond anything experienced before. Believe in yourself, hold true to your heart's deepest wishes, and you are well on your way to achieving your highest potential. So all three of those are so, I'm getting chills, are in alignment of determine your goal, break it down into actionable pieces, assign to your life when you're going to start working on them. Like, what's realistic for you to actually be able to work on each action step. And then I felt the nudge to pull from my other deck and look at what we have: Alchemist and the Wheel of Fortune. So while you're going through this process, there are times where things appear to be like, everything's going so well, and it's really easy to be excited and hopeful. And then sometimes when you're in transition, you still are encountering like the old life in some ways, and it can be discouraging. You're like, well, which is it? Is it the new life or is it the old life? So once again, Tiger is representative that you are capable. The star, the swan, is reminding you that there's healing forces and like spiritual support on your side. The Chariot is reminding you to be determined and to keep going after it, even when it doesn't feel like it's easy, or even if it doesn't feel like it's flowing like it was at first, or even if that initial hope that was so inspiring kind of starts to fade away. You are the alchemist that is capable of transmuting all of the energies that come into your force field. You get to transmute it into something useful. The Wheel of Fortune is your ultimate, that's what's ultimately on your side. So everything is working for you. And then finally, I felt the nudge to pull a Rumi Oracle. I wasn't going to because they're so long. The guidebook is very long and wordy, but it kept nudging to me. So I pulled this card, the Whirling Goddess. And between you and me, this is the card that always... So I know another reader who uses these, and I love Rumi, and that's what nudged me to get this deck, because another person I listen to has read this card. I haven't even seen this card since I got the deck, and of course today is the day that... And by the way, I found out the artwork is by Rasuli. Amazing art. So the Whirling Goddess is what this is called, and whether or not you're masculine or feminine, in terms of how gender doesn't matter, because it's the message that totally wraps up this whole message and kind of what we're experiencing as we step into this new moment. So it says, this is kind of talking about your practicality, okay? So it says, lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Rumi. There is somewhere you are meant to be. I'm getting chills. It is here now, in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose, and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole. But your head will tell you that this is not possible unless the door is unlocked, even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond. Leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return, even as he steps out the front door. Frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes, then fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little, until you are truly through the keyhole when it can rest. Leave it be instead and come dance with me. This oracle brings you a message. You are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. All of my videos in the past, my last few videos have been about what to do while you're waiting on the manifestation, when your mind starts playing games, okay? So it's just so beautiful. If you have, so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap to leave your mind behind, It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be open instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You are being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares put the mind to one side and say, tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great rousing music of the beloved's beating heart, and I will not miss one step. And to awaken the next day and do that all over again and again and again. You are ready, you see, sweet soul dancer. You are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you don't understand how life can work itself out, or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent, wild, and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurances and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner, for I am already inviting you onto the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. This is very much in alignment with the messages. Like, do what the parts are that you know to do, and then choose to be in the blissful, hopeful surrender of whatever the parts are that creation will fill in for you. When someone asks what you are going to do next or how you are going to manage, you are given this divine mandate with relish, reveal the truth. I don't know. Know nothing and dance, sweet soul, for all will unveil itself to you in perfect harmony and timing. Your heart shall create the steps in response to the music of the spheres, happening now, alive and spontaneous and free. This brings you a special message. If there is an issue apparently unsolvable or unknowable in your life now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it right now, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not. Do the sacred ritual and give yourself permission to take the night off from worry. Repeat this heavenly prescription daily as needed. So this is the ritual it's talking about. You can say, I give my heart permission to lead this dance. I give my mind some time off. No more worry or doubt, planning or resisting. Instead, I surrender. Instead, I open. Instead, I allow. And all unfolds with perfection, divine timing, and the miracle of grace. So be it. So we just invite Spirit to come and lead and guide, to give us the steps that we need to know, we thank Spirit for revealing the next steps, and then we committedly and faithfully take the steps as they lay out, and we get ourselves in that excitement of the 10 days, like it's coming in 10 days, exciting new life, like how does it feel, what a relief, oh, I love it. Stay in that place, because the Wheel of Fortune, that's the good is being promised. You are the alchemist for the whatever, and pretty much that whole reading from Rumi right there is kind of like the process of surrendering and transmuting the hustle mentality and like the struggle mentality and the trying to like figure every single thing out that maybe is not figure outable right now. So anyway, I hope this message reaches you at a perfectly aligned time. I trust that it does, and I'm cheering for you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Be blessed, be well, be free.